Okay, this afternoon we'll keep talking about the micro actuator. Micro actuator made by man's technology has some intrinsic drawback we mentioned yesterday. For electrostatic actuator, it has the drawback of small stroke. For the piezoelectric actuator, it has a problem, the process compatibility. And for the thermo actuator, it also has a problem about the small deformation. So it means that for all kinds of working principles for the actuators, they always have some drawbacks and needed to be overcome. Otherwise, it's very hard for you to finish all the fabrication, and even more for the commercialization in the future. So let's look at the first one about the thermal actuator. Thermal actuator. Thermal actuator means that we want to actuate, output some motion or output some displacement to our actuator through heating. Heat is an element in our device. By heating, okay, but in our daily life, maybe we encounter something related with thermal heating, for example, cooking, right? Ladies here, you also cooking, right? Cooking, you need heating. And heating for our large scale, sometimes it needs time. For example, if you do some boiling about the water, a bottle of the water, want to do the boiling, you need to wait for a period of time. You need to wait for 3 minutes, 5 minutes, and then waiting for this boiling. Right, the heating. So it means the heating adds the thermal energy into your system. You need to wait for a long time. There's a long response time for large actuators. So it's a drawback. So for the thermal actuator, if your actuator is very big, we never use thermal weight to do the actuation. Right? So for actuator for the very big scale, our thermal weight is not directly heating. We use combustion, right? Combustion. In the engine, there's a combustion. Combustion, very strong kind of burning. Combustion can, in a certain manner, in the few moment, you can generate a lot of heat. Combustion, chemical explosion, combustion. It's a very, very strong kind of heating wave. But for the general, our gentle, very small heating wave, really has a practical application use. So bad for the large actuation, but good for small actuator. Why? What is good and what is bad? And what is the long response time? What is the fast response time? Whatever is large or small, actually, thermal diffusion phenomena is related with this similarity law. It means the x is proportional to the square root of t, or the diffusion length is proportional to the square root of your diffusion time. Or reversely, your diffusion time is proportional to the square of your diffusion length. So if we get small our device, our actuator, the diffusion length, thermal diffusion length, getting smaller. And our miniaturization is not only 1 time or 2 times. Maybe when it's larger, 10 times or 100 times smaller. If only 110 times, okay, it's only 10 times smaller. Only 10 times smaller. Your time, if your diffusion length is x, right? If your diffusion X from 1 reduced to 0.1, your T will proportional to 0.1 Tesla square, so it means only 1%, only 1%, only 1%. So immediately I try your scale 10 times, your diffusion time will decrease to 1%. So it's very, very small. So it's getting smaller and smaller as your small actuator. So I mean, it's good. Thermal actuator principle is good for smaller actuator. Not for large, but good for small. And maybe you can ask why you have this kind of similarity law or thermal diffusion law. This is related with the diffusion equation. Maybe you have ever heard, but it is a partial differential equation. Take over the tensor number of our thermal activity of temperature field. So here I cannot talk too much, but I just showed you the result. The result is this similarity law. So it means that you try to make it smaller and your thermal response will getting better and very high frequency. You can as high as capers. Thermal diffusion or thermal actuator can have the time response about capers. Capers is very, very large. Capers. In 1 second you can hit it up and down, up and down, up and down for 1,000 times. You can cool it, and you can heat it, cool it, heat it, cool it, heat it, cool it for 1,000 times. Because right now the diffusion time is very, very less. Diffusion time means you can even you increase the temperature or lower the temperature in the diffusion, thermal diffusion. So very fast. So in this way we can do the high frequency resonant, right? High frequency actuating by the thermal wave. So it's much easier for us to do the deciding of our actuator. So here we try to study the thermal actuator. Not only that, the thermal expansion displacement is also small. Okay, right now you can add your thermal actuation voltage with a high frequency, it's no problem. But the problem is, yeah, you can do that. You can do the heating and try to make it some displacement about your actuator. But the problem is how large the force you can actuate. How large your force can you apply to outer environment? So it's a question. So it's not so easy. Maybe you can have, sometimes you have the good displacement, but very less of applying force to outside. So thermal expansion coefficient, thermal expansion, really the small thermal expansion is small, it's very small. So we need to use some amplified mechanism. We need some amplified mechanism. Because the thermal expansion is small. It's small. If you look at the thermal expansion coefficient, if you study, if you Google the thermal expansion coefficient, thermal expansion coefficient, the material for metal only 325 ppm per degree C. What is the ppm? ppm means the thermal expansion coefficient is delta error per degree T. For 1 degree C change, what percentage of your length change? Is the percentage of your total length change? And we can tell you ppm. ppm is 10 to minus 6. 10 to minus 6. So it means that for metal, you increase 1 degree, your total length only have 3 to 5. Multiply with 10 to minus 6. Almost no displacement. Almost no displacement. And how about plastics? Plastic is better. Even plastic maybe can up to 50 or even 50, 70 for example, EPM per degree C. 10 times larger. 10 times larger. 10 times larger than the metal. But even this, still very less. Still very less. So we keep in mind about this small value, and we try to study in the below. It means that our thermal expansion coefficient is small. It means that we cannot do the thermal expansion. We cannot do the thermal actuator by our thermal expansion. Thermal expansion is too small, right? I'm not dancing. I'm not dancing. Maybe some of you dance very beautiful, but I'm not dancing. I just try to tell you thermal expansion, heating and the thermal expansion very less, very very small. So we cannot use this kind of method to do the actuator. No actuator, no displacement, no feeding, no feeding. So we must amplify mechanism, try to amplify, make the displacement very obvious, very very obvious. For this kind of the thermal expansion, maybe we try to amplify the other way. Very apparent displacement you can observe. You can observe. So you need to amplify. Amplify the displacement. Is it easy? I can tell you it's not easy. We must, again, using structure instability. Instability again. In small world, microscopic world, some phenomena impossible happen in our big scale world. For example, okay, I show you in this manner. For our thermal expansion, it's very small, so we want to make it larger. But how to make it larger? The one way we can do is structural instability. Why is the structural instability? Here we call it buckle. We use the buckle. Buckle wave. Buckle it up. This is a buckle. What is a buckle? Buckle is something like this. What is a buckle? Buckle, if there is a column, and we put a vertical force, when the vertical force larger than some critical value, this column will collapse. How to collapse? It will bending like this way and keep bending. Finally crash. Finally crash. It's a buckling. Buckling really happen in the earthquake. A lot of building, right? Shaking, and then some civil structure cement. Peel off. Finally, weaken. So finally, the load, you cannot withstand the load. So buckling happened. So all the building crash. So buckling should be avoided. should be prevented during the big structure, right? For the big structure. But right now, our small scale work, we also using the crazy idea. Why? Because I have mentioned that for our microscopic work, 3 advantages. One is the strength is increased. Structure strength increased. So it's not so easy to let your microstructure broken. It's very hard to let your microstructure broken. So here, we try to build this kind of buckling phenomenon to increase our displacement. Why? You know, if your structure can perform this kind of behavior, where is the displacement right now? Here, right? It's your displacement. Your displacement right now is this. Very big. Compared to the thermal expansion or not, this is small. You compress it, right? Maybe thermal expansion or not, it's very small. But this buckling displacement, lateral, the lateral displacement is huge. It's very huge. So our goal is trying to find out a way to make our displacement as large as possible. So here, the only way you can do is what? We use the buckle phenomenon. In the past, in the big stuff, we cannot use it, but in small scale, we can use it. And we believe even this kind of buckle will not induce the breakage, will not induce the failure. Will not cause the failure to our structure. So I have to tell you, for big structure fail. But for small structures, you have large displacement. Big structure fail. Small structure very strong. So only that you have the lateral, very obvious lateral displacement. How to do it? In 1992, a professor in the what university? In the United States, there's Wisconsin, University of Wisconsin. The Professor Guckle is the professor in the University of Wisconsin, Madison campus. He invented this actually. How to do it? He used one pair of color, not only one color. He used one pair of color. One branch is thin, another branch is thick. Okay? One is thin and another is thick. Here is thin and here is thick. And they connected together. The material is made by metal. They use the LIGA technology. Use the metal and this kind of shape. And then we apply voltage from here. One end is ground, another end is high voltage. The overall metal can be regarded as a resistor. So it's heated. And we know the resistor for this smaller one is larger now, right? Because the cross section is smaller, it's narrow, smaller. So the resistor over here is larger. The resistor on the right hand side is smaller because the cross section is bigger. The resistance is small. So for the overall case, you see that this larger resistor, will dissipate more electrical power on heating. So heating, more power on the left hand side, less power on the right hand side. So it means that the thermal expansion about the right color and the right color and left color different. So one for the left one, there may be one extending more. The right one maybe extending less. So there is continuity, but actually at the end of this point, there should be different thermal expansion at this point. Different thermal expansion about this point. If you take the reference, I mean, if you happen the buckle, there is a critical load. We can calculate some theory about the buckling structure theory. They can tell us how to calculate it. We calculate that, and we'll find that there must have the difference about the electrical displacement or loading or any kind of matter. But you must try to let it continue here because this is connected together. So long way to go. So I mean, compared to the right hand side, the left hand side, you want to have more deformation. So finally, the only way you can do is rotate. Rotate the whole and the overall resistor, bend it to the right. And the deformation is very huge because buckle right now. Buckle is happening. So you bend it to the right. Very interesting thing is that the structure still survives. Even, okay, your prime voltage heating, it turns to the right. If we stop the voltage, right, cool it very fast and restore to its original place right away. No matter anything now. Your prime voltage turn to the right, release, turn to the back to the original state. No permanent displacement. But if I think maybe we happen the buckle. Buckle is in the big scale, fails. Big scale structure is a fail. But for small scale, no fail. But for actuator, you can actuate. You can actuate the microstructure. So the first time you can be doing the thermal buckling microactuator. Buckling is a negative term. Impossible, mission impossible. Right now, we like it mission possible. Yeah. You can do the actuator in the lateral direction. Okay, the technology they use is LIGA. LIGA is a way for you to make it a map of high aspect ratio microstructure. High aspect ratio. The reason you want to do the high aspect ratio is try to let the beam standing above the substrate. No sticky on the substrate. You want to let it free way. So this is the first time we're doing about the thermal buckling actuator. Thermal buckling actuator. There is some device design parameter for your reference. But the problem for this is LIGA. LIGA actuator right now no more prevails because S-ray lithography about the LIGA is very expensive. Not popular. And the University of Wisconsin, United States, they have the synchrotron radiation center can provide all the facility for you to do the LIGA. So no problem they can do. But in this world, Totally, in this world, maybe only 10 single-zone radiation centers in different countries. I don't know whether there's a direct single-zone radiation center in India or not. In Taiwan, we have only one single-zone radiation for them to study the high energy impact for finding the new element, small element in the world. It's a very, very big fundamental research. So you must have the single-zone radiation, otherwise you cannot do the LIGA process. You cannot do this kind of geometry for your thermo buckling actuator. But everything is possible. In 1997, Professor Xu in National Chiao Tung University in Taiwan. Actually, this is done by his student, Professor Penn, Professor Penn. Professor Penn is very close to me. We are close friends, and we are at the same age to study the PhD about maths. I'm in National Taiwan University, and he's in the Chiao Tung University. Chiao Tung University is in the Taiwan Hsinchu Scientific Park. Hsinchu Scientific Park very similar to Bangalore. So it's a high-tech city. So right now, not the farming looking over there. So in the future, we welcome you to study in Taiwan. If you want to study in Taiwan, graduate, stay working in Taiwan. Hsinchu is a good place you can choose. Also, Tainan is also good. Taipei also good city you can consider. Okay, Hsinchu. The Professor Xu and his student Penn, they use the silicon surface micromachining in Chiao Tung University to do the singular work about the thermo micro actuator. But the geometry is a little bit different. What different? You know, for the LIGA process, their vertical height is very obvious. Height, H is very big. Maybe as big and very similar to our wafer thickness. Silicon wafer thickness, as thick as wafer thickness. Maybe 500 micron, for example. But for this design in Taiwan, we use the thin film technology. We use the silicon surface micromachining, meaning that they grow the what? Polysilicon film as a material for this structure. How to make it? They use the silicon surface micromachining. Maybe you forgot what the surface micromachining. Actually, they use this concept. Okay, at the first we have the sacrificial layer. We have sacrificial layer. Deposit on our substrate, on our silicon wafer. So the wafer, silicon wafer now. And firstly we coat in sacrificial layer, something like this. Sacrificial layer. Sacrificial layer, for example, PSG. It's a made of glass oxide. It's a gallium oxide. And then above this layer, they grows the pattern. They grows the pattern of the thermal actuator. So they, over here, there's an electrode. Here is another electrode. But they coating here, climb up. Here, climb up. Climb And we make one arm very long, and another arm very short, very short. One arm very long, one arm very short. So a little bit different from the previous design of Professor Guckle in the United States. So PSG is the sacrificial layer. It means that finally we will remove it. And structure, we use the polysilicon, whatever it is, or this, all of them, polysilicon. Actually it's silicon, but it's polycrystalline. Polycrystalline. Yeah. Something like this. So the PSG, finally they will remove. If remove, the structure will be freestanding. We're standing above the silicon wafer. The pad, this pad is fixed on the ground. But this place, long beam and short beam, long beam and short beam, we are limited. We're freestanding. Because it's lit up by the sacrificial layer. I hope you can see very clear about the view from the blackboard. So finally, this will be finished. You will remove. PSG will be removed. So this structure can be freestanding. You cannot see, you can stand up. When you see this boat, you cannot move it. You see? So the difference about this design, away from the design of Professor Guckle, is only the geometry difference. For Guckle, one beam is narrow, one beam is wide. Right? So change the resistance. These two beams have different resistance due to different widths. And the design in Taiwan is, okay, we also have the two resistors. One is short, one is long. So finally they also have the difference in resistance. Resistance always also different. Whatever you make your resistance different, then when you hit it, the resistance here is larger. So it gives large delta T. Power is larger. So the delta T increased temperature also larger. Actually, in displacement also large. Thermal expansion also large. For short beam, delta T is less. So smaller displacement. So finally, at this tip point, buckling will happen. How to do it? They try to pull it down, pointing down. Previous case is we tilt to the right, and this one is actually tilt to the right. If you look at that, but in this figure you can see tilt down. Similar action. So the process is not very difficult. You can complete only two processes. One process is the PSG, sacrificial layer. Another layer is the structure, polysilicon.